All right, let's dive into an idea that could totally change how you talk to AI. It's a really simple shift in how you think about words, but once you get it, you might find it changes how you talk to people too.
You know that feeling, right? One minute your AI is an absolute genius, and the next, it just completely misses the point. It's so frustrating. Well, you're not going crazy. And the reason why it happens reveals this wild secret about what words actually are. So let's really dig into this mystery. This AI split personality. Why does it seem to have these amazing days and then these really bad days? It feels totally random, but I promise you, it's anything but.
And hey, this isn't just some made-up example. This is a real story. Someone asked GPT-4 for a simple breakdown of a super complex topic. On day one, bam, they got something incredible. It was clear, it was simple, it was perfect. The very next day, they asked basically the same thing and got back this: wall of confusing technical jargon, a total mess.
So what's the deal, right? Was the AI just having an off day, or is there something much deeper going on here? Something fundamental about how language itself actually works? That's the mystery we're about to crack wide open.
Okay, to get to the bottom of this, we first have to tackle this huge misunderstanding that, honestly, most of us have about words. And it all starts in the one place we think meaning lives, the dictionary.
Let's run a little test, shall we? We'll start with a super simple word, bachelor. You look it up, and the dictionary tells you, clear as day, it's an unmarried man. Okay, seems pretty straightforward. But what does unmarried mean? Well, we look that up and we find not married, single. Okay, so now we've got to go chase down the word single. And when we look up single, guess what we find? Unmarried. We've just run around in a complete circle. Bachelor means unmarried means single, and single means unmarried. Whoops.
So here's the mind-blowing part. The dictionary is a closed loop. It just defines words with other words. It doesn't actually contain any real meaning itself. It just points you from one signpost to another. So if meaning isn't in the dictionary, then where the heck is it?
And this brings us to this incredibly powerful idea that just changes everything. Words aren't just these simple little labels with fixed definitions. No, they are so much more than that. Here it is, the key idea from the philosopher David Deutsch. When we use a word, we're not just sending a definition. We are sending an entire theory, a whole complex model of reality that we've built inside our own head. Just think about the word dog. Your idea of a dog isn't that dry, boring dictionary definition, right? Of course not. It's this rich, personal theory built from every single dog you've ever petted, every bark you've ever heard, every movie about a dog you've ever seen. It is loaded with your emotions, your memories, your experiences. My theory of dog is going to be a little different from yours, and yours from the next person's. And this idea explains so much. It's why little kids make those adorable mistakes. When a kid says, "I good," they're not just being wrong. They've actually created a theory. Based on patterns like walk becomes walked, they've built a theory for how past tense works. They're being perfectly logical inside their own little world model. It's amazing. Okay, so if our words are theories, let's circle all the way back to our original puzzle with the Moody AI. What kind of theories are we building versus the kind our AIs are building? Because spoiler alert, they are not the same at all.
And here it is, the big aha moment. We humans, we build explanatory theories. They're based on real-world experiences, on cause and effect. We get the why behind things. But large language models, they build statistical theories. They've scanned trillions of words, so they're masters of guessing what word is likely to come next in a sentence. But they have zero, and I mean zero, understanding of why.
It's all pattern, no substance. So the solution to our mystery is this. The AI wasn't being inconsistent. It just has a bunch of different statistical patterns for the word simple. The first prompt happened to trigger a pattern associated with clear, simple explanations. But the second prompt, even though it was only slightly different, triggered a totally separate pattern associated with dense academic jargon. The AI isn't thinking, it's just pattern match.
Now, once you really get this difference, it completely changes how you should talk to an AI. It's not about trying to find that one perfect, magical command. It's more about having a conversation where you guide the machine. So let's look at how to do that.
Just think of it like a simple loop. First, you make a conjecture. That's just a fancy word for your first prompt. Second, you analyze the response. You ask yourself, okay, what statistical pattern did my prompt just accidentally hook onto? And finally, you refine. You adjust your next prompt to correct its course and gently guide the AI toward the theory that's actually in your head. So here are 4 practical keys to get you started. 1. Give it rich context, all the stuff a human would just know automatically. 2. Use clear, standard language to help it find the right statistical path. 3. Show, don't just tell. Give it examples of what you want. And 4, the most important one, always remember its limits. You are guiding an incredibly powerful pattern matcher, not chatting with a thinking partner.
All right, let's do a quick recap to lock in the big ideas here. First, and this is the big one, words are not just labels with dictionary definitions. They are complex theories, these unique little worlds that we each build inside our minds. Second, because of that, we have to see the huge difference between how we think and how an AI thinks. Our human theories are all about understanding the why of things, and AI's theories are purely about predicting what comes next. And that all leads to the biggest takeaway for you. You've got to stop thinking like a commander trying to issue the perfect order. Instead, start thinking like a guide, helping this powerful but unthinking pattern matcher find the path you actually want it to follow.
You know, this whole idea doesn't just apply to AI. It actually leads to this really profound and beautiful conclusion about all communication and what it really means for us to understand each other. Think about it. If every person's meaning for a word is a unique theory built from their one-of-a-kind life experience, then sending a perfect, 100% accurate copy of a thought from my brain to yours is, well, literally impossible. Our theories will always be at least a little bit different.
Now, that might sound kind of sad, but here's the twist. That gap, that tiny bit of misunderstanding, it isn't a bug in the system, it's the feature. The space between our unique theories is the very engine of human creativity and new knowledge. It's in the messy, wonderful work of trying to bridge those gaps that we create new ideas together.
So the next time you talk to someone or to an AI, just remember, you're not just swapping words, you're sharing worlds. You're comparing and refining and building theories together. And the real question isn't just, what do you mean? It's what kind of understanding are we actually creating, right here, right now?